Dear friends, parents naturally ask these days a question, and I'm sure, especially after this pandemic, when we reopen our schools, naturally they will ask this question: what are the signs of a good school, or how can we recognize a good school by looking at them? What areas they must pay attention to find out that this school is genuinely a progressive, good school for their children. And when they ask these questions, we must reflect about our schools as teachers. Are our schools progressive, modern, up to date, that which helps our children to become better and better, to accept their talents and giftedness, and nourishing their potentials? I think there are 8 simple signs we can look at about a good school. First of all, in my opinion, a good school promotes well being and respect for all. This is not about management only or the government or the administrators only. It's about parents, it's about children, it's about staff, it's about everyone who comes to associate with the school must recognize, must behave, promoting well-being and respect of all. That means there should be a safe and secure environment in the whole realm of the school. So therefore, parents must look at this point. That's the first point, that it works for the promotion of the well-being and respect for all. And this is very important today, especially in a diverse situation where we are all living in, where fanaticism and fundamentalism and a kind of hegemony from one section is visible everywhere, all over the world. I think we need to teach our children to respect and work for the well-being of others. And that will come only when we practice it in our lives. We must promote well-being and we must respect one another, and then our children will automatically grow in. The second point is that a school must develop a culture of ambition and achievement. Ambition is not in the negative sense. We must create a hope in the children, and we must tell the children, yes, this is achievable through hard work, through their genuine endeavors. They can achieve it. And therefore, developing a culture of ambition and achievement must be the sign of a good school. Create self esteem in the students, give them opportunity to come out with courageously in front of people. I think that second point is very, very important for a good school. The third point, in my opinion, is it develops a common vision among children and young people, parents, and staff. That means every stakeholders of the school will have a common vision, a vision for the society, a vision for the economic welfare of people, a vision for the nature, ecology, a common vision for the school. Number four, I think that a good school will foster high quality leadership at all levels. Leaders are not only outside, everybody is a leader. And in the schools, we must cultivate these leadership qualities. How do we do? Uh, it may not be enough in the classroom teaching alone. So we need to have co-curricular activities. We call it co-scholastic activities, leadership programs, club activities, and so that children will get a leadership developed on the process. Number five is we need to learn and teach others to work in partnership with outside agencies, government, people, philanthropic people, as the national education policies talks about, and the community outside where we are living in. We need to have this partnership. Schools are not an isolated entity. No school is an isolated entity. It must be a miniature society. So we need to get connected with everybody positively. And the sixth point is that a good school works together with parents to improve learning. In my webinars and workshops and seminars, I used to tell to the school principals and headmasters and so on. I used to say that a good school will have equally good programs for the parents. It's not only for students. There should be programs for the parents of career awareness, multiple intelligence for the parents. We must educate appreciative inquiry to the parents. We must tell them the growth pattern of the children. What I call developmental psychology is very, very important for the parents. Parents may be working in different sectors. They may be well educated. They may be uh, very busy, but they may not be good at the vision and mission of the schools. So we need to teach them. We need to tell them. We need to share with them. And also, we must learn from them also. So the good people, there are experts outside, our own alumni, for example, bring them into and share their expertise. I think that is very, very important point. The next point, in my opinion, is a good school reflects on its own work and thrives on challenges. You know, especially this pandemic period and so on, we have seen how many challenges we are faced with. And a good school will not succumb to the pressures of difficulties and hurdles. A good school will work to overcome this. Every challenge is an opportunity. And a good school will work for opportunities. And when the school as a whole rhythmically working for success to face the challenges, children also automatically learn to solve the problems. So the problem solving skills, as the 21st century skills talks about, will automatically happen. So a good school must have such wonderful programs to face the challenges. And finally, we need to have, or a good school should have, values and empowerment its staff and young people. You know, a good school will take care of the entire stakeholders well. And it keeps on certain values, keeps on working on certain values. A valueless school is not a school. A valueless teacher is not a teacher. And a valueless society cannot proceed ahead. It will be chaos, it will be anarchy. And therefore, the schools have the responsibility to have these wonderful values. And that values of empowering the teachers also. Teachers should be regularly refreshed and given these kinds of awareness so that they in turn give to their children. And I think if we follow these, our schools will become excellent schools. And it will permeate to the curriculum and also the school's excellence. It will permeate definitely the teaching for effective learning. And it also permeates strategies relating to assessment of learning, because we are not going to limit only on examination or marks. I hope all our schools will one day become good schools or great schools with all these qualities. Teachers and the management and the government must have that ambition to make our schools better and our children better citizens for the future. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.